Standard 4th, Subject English. Hello students, my name is Shruti Nanaure and today we are going to learn a new story. This story is the continuation of the previous part, The King of the Golden River, Part 1. And the name of our story is The King of the Golden River, Part 2. Now let's begin with our chapter, The King of the Golden River, Part 2. Southwest Wind was true to his words, means did exactly as when promised or said. He did not return to Treasure Valley after that night, neither did any other wind. So there was no rain. Nothing grew in Treasure Valley anymore. The brothers made no more profits. The wicked brothers then began to make money by selling gold. They melted in a furnace. Now, furnace is a container which is heated to a very high temperature so that the substance inside it will melt or burn. So they melted in furnace the gold articles they had. They mixed a lot of copper in it and sold the mix as a pure gold. Again they made poor Gluck work in a furnace while they spent the money on themselves. Here we learn that after the Treasure Valley was ruined by the southwest wind, nothing grew in the Treasure Valley anymore. The brothers made no more profits. They began to make money by melting gold and mixing copper with it. Then they sold it as a pure gold. Meanings: was true to his words means did exactly as one promised or said. Second, furnace, a container which is heated to a very high temperature so that the substance inside it will melt or burn. Question and answers. What brothers do to earn money? Right. The brothers began to earn money by selling gold. Second question. What did brothers mix with the gold? Yes, the brothers mixed copper with the gold. Soon all the gold in the house was spent. Only one thing was left, a beautiful golden mug that belonged to Gluck. Gluck's uncle had given it to him when he was a baby. Gluck used to drink both milk and water from it. A strange bearded face was delicately carved on the mug. Delicately means carefully. Gluck was very fond of the mug. He did not want to part with it, but his wicked brothers only laughed at him and threw the mug in the furnace. They asked Gluck to pour the gold when the mug was melted and went out on some wicked enterprise. Enterprise means business. Sadly, Gluck sat down to watch over the mug being melted. But strangely, after some time, he began to hear a voice singing from the furnace. He lifted the lid of the crucible, and what did he see? The face of his old bearded friend on top of the melted gold. Crucible means is a container in which something is heated to a very high temperature. Here we learn that all the gold in the house was spent. Only one gold article was left. It was a beautiful golden mug that belonged to Gluck. There was a carving of a bearded man on it. The brothers threw the mug into the furnace and went out, leaving Gluck to pour out the melted gold. When the gold melted, a strange thing happened. The face of the bearded man spoke to him from the top of the melted gold in the crucible. Meanings: delicately, carefully, enterprise, activity or business, Crucible, a container in which something is heated to a very high temperature.
Fill in the blanks. Soon all the dash in the house was picked. Correct. Soon all the gold in the house was picked. Second, a strange bearded face was dash carved on the mug. Right. A strange bearded face was delicately carved on the mug.
Come, Gluck, my boy, said the voice from the crucible. Pour me out. I am too hot. Gluck was too astonished. Astonished means surprised. But he took hold of the crucible and tilted it to pour the gold. Tilted means moved into a position where one side is higher than the other. Instead of gold, a golden dwarf came out of the pot. His was the face carved on Gluck's mug. Pray, sir, said Gluck, rather hesitatingly, wear you my mug? Here, the meaning of pray means please. I am the king of what you call the Golden River. The Golden Dwarf told him. He added that another stronger king had turned him into a mug by magic. Gluck had freed him from that enchantment. The voice from the crucible asked Gluck to pour him out quickly. So he was astonished to see a golden dwarf coming out from the mug. The man on the mug, he called himself the king of the golden river and said he had been turned into a mug by a wicked king, and it was he who had freed him from the enchantment. Meanings: astonished means surprised. Second, tilted means moved into a position where one side is higher than the other. Third one, enchantment means magic. Fourth, pray means please. The golden dwarf went on to say that he had seen how kind Gluck was and how wicked and cruel his brothers were. Then he told Gluck a secret. If anyone poured 3 drops of holy water into the river where it started on the mountain top, the river would turn to gold for that person. A person could try this only once. And if anyone put unholy water in the river, he would be turned into a black stone. So saying, the dwarf jumped back into the furnace and disappeared. When Gluck told this to his brothers, they did not believe him at first and beat him. But Gluck stuck to his story. Here, stuck to his story means did not change his story and kept repeating it. So at last they believed him and began to fight over who should have the first chance to go to the Golden River. They fought so much that the police come to see what had happened. Hans ran away when the police came, but Squats was caught and put in prison. Here in this paragraph, we learn that the king of the Golden River had seen how kind Gluck was. So he told Gluck a secret that if anyone poured 3 drops of holy water into the river where it started on the mountain top, the river could turn into gold for that person. A person could try this only once, and if anyone put unholy water in the river, he could be turned into a black stone, and he disappeared into the furnace. When Gluck told this secret to his brothers, first they did not believe him, but later they fought among themselves as to who would be first to go to the Golden River. The police caught Squats and prisoned him, and Hans ran away. Meanings: stuck to his story. means did not change his story and kept repeating it. Hans was happy that Squats was in prison. The very next morning he went to the church, stole some holy water, and set off for the mountain. It was not easy to climb the mountain. He was tired and thirsty. Soon Hans thought he would drink some of the holy water himself. Here, Hans stole some holy water from the church and set off for the mountain. When he was tired and thirsty, he thought of drinking some of the holy water himself.
Question and answers. First one. Who was happy to see Squats in prison? Correct. Hans was happy to see Squats in prison. Second question. What did Hans think when he was tired and thirsty? Yes, right. Hans thought he would drink some holy water himself when he was tired and thirsty.
Just as Hans raised the flask of water to his lips, he saw a little puppy on a rock. It looked as if it was dying of thirst. Hans only pushed the animal away with his foot, drank some water himself, and passed on. The climb now became more difficult. Hans felt thirsty again. He was going to drink some more of the water when he saw a little child on a rock ahead of him. The child was lying lifeless, its lips parched and burning. Parched means very dry. Ignoring the child, Hans drank some more water himself and passed on. While drinking the holy water, he came across a little puppy dying of thirst. He pushed the animal away with his foot. Later, he saw a child lying lifeless, its lips parched and burning. He ignored the child and passed on. Meanings: parched means very dry. The climb had now become very difficult. Somehow Hans reached the top of the mountain from where the golden river sprang. A faint cry fell on his ears. Then he saw a weak old man stretched on a rock. Water, the man said. Water, I am dying. "I have no water for you," replied Hans. He jumped over the old man's body and ran to the river. The sun was about to set. The river shone golden in the light of the setting sun. Hans threw the flask of holy water into the river, but alas, the river did not turn to gold. Instead, there was only a black stone where Hans stood. Here, somehow, Hans reached the top of the mountain where the golden river sprang. There, too, he saw a weak old man asking for water. He jumped over his body and threw the flask of holy water into the river, but the river did not turn to gold. Instead, he turned into a black stone.
First question. What did Hans see when he reached the top of the mountain? Yes, right. Hans saw the weak old man when he reached the top of the mountain. Second question. How did the river shine? Yes, very good, right. The river shone golden in the light of the setting sun. Third question. What did Hans throw in the river? Correct. Hans threw the holy water in the river.
When Squats returned from prison, he took some of Gluck's money and some holy water from a bad priest and set out for the Golden River. While climbing the mountain, Squats too saw the fair child dying of thirst and passed on without giving him water. Here, when Squats returned from prison, he bought some holy water from a bad priest. and set out for the golden river. He too saw a child dying of thirst, but he passed away without giving him water. As he had climbed a little higher, he saw his own brother Hans stretched on a rock, asking for water. But the wicked squads only laughed aloud and went on without giving him any water. Else, when he cast the flask into the stream, he too was turned to stone. Here, while climbing, he met his brother Hans, who was asking for water. He laughed and moved ahead, without giving him water, and when he cast the flask into the stream, he too turned into the stone.
Question and answers. First question. What did Squat see when he reached the top of the mountain? Yes, right. Squirts saw his own brother Hans asking for water when he reached the top of the mountain. Second question. Did Squirts give the water to his brother? Right. No, the Squirts did not give the water to his brother.
Gluck waited and waited for his brothers, but they did not return. At last he decided to visit the Golden River himself. He went to a good priest who willingly gave him some holy water. At the end, Gluck got some holy water from good priest and began climbing the mountain to the source of the river. Gluck was young and small, and he too found the climb very difficult. After he climbed for an hour or so, he became very thirsty. He was about to drink some water when, like his brothers, he saw an old man. The old man walked towards Gluck, leaning on a staff, and asked for some water. Here, staff means a long stick. Gluck saw that the old man was pale, tired, and thirsty, so he gave him the bottle of water. The old man drank up nearly two-thirds of the water. Then he returned the bottle and wished Gluck well. Here, Gluck was small, so he too found the climb very difficult, and after climbing for an hour, he became very thirsty. So he was about to drink some water when, like his brothers, he saw an old man. The old man was thirsty, so he gave him the bottle of holy water. The man drank two-thirds of water and wished Gluck well. Meanings: staff, a long thick stick.
First question. Who gave holy water to the Gluck? Yes, correct. The good priest gave holy water to the Gluck. Second question. Who walked towards the Gluck? Right. An old man walked towards the Gluck. Third question. How much water did old man drink? Correct. An old man drank two-thirds of water.
Gluck did not have any water himself, but as he went on, his path became easier. After climbing for a long time, when he became thirsty, he saw the small child. Gluck was very sorry for him and gave him some water. The child began to smile, got up, and ran down the hill. Now only a few drops of water were left in the bottle. When Gluck came close to the mountain top, he was very thirsty himself. Just then he saw the poor little pup that was dying of thirst. I must help it now, thought Gluck, otherwise it may be too late. So he poured the remaining drops of water in the little dog's mouth. As Gluck was very thirsty, he did not have any water himself, but as he moved ahead, he saw a small child. He gave him some water. The child smiled and ran down the hill. As he came close to the mountain top, he himself was very thirsty. He saw a poor little pup dying of thirst, So he poured the remaining drops into the little pup's mouth. The dog sprang up, and in his place stood the king of the golden river. He was very pleased with Gluck. The king put in Gluck's bottle some dewdrops from the petals of a lily. Then he told Gluck to cast it in the leaping river. Gluck did so, but the river did not turn to gold. However, it changed its course and began to flow through the treasure valley, making it rich and fertile once again. Gluck lived in the valley, helping the poor and the needy. His barns were always full of corns, and he never lacked for money. Lacked means he was never short of money. Here, when he shared the water with the pup, the little dog changed into the king of the golden river. The king put some dewdrops from the petals of the lily into the bottle, and when Gluck cast it into the river did not change to gold. Instead, it changed its course and began to flow through the treasure valley, making it rich and fertile again. Gluck became rich, and his barns were full of corn, and he never lacked for money. But he always helped the poor. Meanings: lacked for means was short of, did not have.
First question. What did Glug do when he see the thirsty pup? Correct. The Glug poured few drops of water in the mouth of the pup. Second question. What do dog turn into? Correct. The dog turned into the king of the golden river. Third question. What did the king put in Gluck's bottle? Correct. The king put few dewdrops from the petals of lily in the Gluck's bottle.
So, students, hope you have understood our today's lesson. So, keep learning and stay safe. Thank you.